Peace, 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 peace. What's poppin', my weavers? It's your boy, Sincere Seven, coming to you live and direct from the Psychonaut Academy of Detroit. The Pad, representing the House of Genesis. So, y'all know I be coming in here on some healer stuff and on some, what you call it, teaching and snake venoms and medicines and all of that, you know what I'm saying? But today we having fun, all right? So for those of y'all who know, we do, what do you call it? Urban philosophy, right? And we talk about things that are seen as challenging, you know what I mean, in our community. Conversations that are challenging, just things that we need to or can deal with. Things that, a lot of times people have a challenge with talking about. And so for me, being poly over 25 years now, damn near 30, I think. About damn near 30 years, probably more. The poly talk is it's passionate for me. You know what I'm saying? It's something that I see quite often people talk about, and I know that, listen to this part, they have absolutely no fucking knowledge about what they're talking about. They have absolutely no experience with what they're talking about. But still, for whatever reason, they feel like they're qualified to speak on it. And I'd be like, oh, how interesting. Somebody is speaking on my lifestyle. And so then when I click on or go to, investigate more, come to find out that somebody is speaking on my lifestyle who should really shut the fuck up. There's people who have no knowledge, no information, no wisdom, no experience at all. And what they have is a total misunderstanding of who they are and their power and who the people that they deal with is and their power. And they make real dumb, stupid ass projections onto those individuals who live or practice those lifestyles. So for me, I am one of them people where I always say, when I see a conversation about something that I do, that I'm a part of, I'm open to jump into it. Because I know that there's a lot of stupid people out here that's spreading information and having people who want to know confused. I also know that there's a lot of people who are just talking. There's people who have seen people get recognition for who they are and what they've done. And so for that, there are people who are literally talking because they want to be seen, talking because they want attention, talking because they want to be heard. But there's no reason to listen to these motherfuckers at all because they don't know what the fuck they're talking about. I have repeatedly said to individuals, I'm willing to have this discussion on live. Let's do it live. Let's have the discussion. Let's stop posting some stupid shit and then acting like I'm not going to respond to it when somebody comes. But this is my real thing. People post some shit out of their emotions and feelings, and then a bunch of other emotional motherfuckers like to jump in and back them up. And then all of a sudden, these people think that they just said something. I'm in this post that was talking all of this shit, which I'm about to address. Remember, I roll my blunts first. Once I roll my blunt, then we can get into it. So I read this post with all type of stupid shit said about Polly, and then there was a bunch of people up under there that was jumping in and agreeing with them. And so I came on to basically say something to the gist of, this is all interesting, but you're just saying a bunch of shit. Would you have a discussion live? Can you stand on the shit you're saying? Can you say the shit you saying in a room full of people with somebody else on the other side saying, wait a minute, but what about this? And then stand there to the end. No, you can't. I'm going to tell you right now. Nope, you can't. I don't know. Listen to me. This is some real shit. This is some real shit. I've debated a lot of subjects in Detroit. I've debated a lot of subjects. I've debated in public. I've debated on stages. I do this, right? But let me tell you something that I've never done. I have never been in a debate with a people about poly. I have never had anybody who has brought to the floor a conversation that made me go, all right, well, I ain't think about that. All right, you got me on that. No, that part is true. No, that doesn't happen. That doesn't happen. Let me just be very clear. So what I'm saying is the people who are always saying this shit, oh, well, y'all da. So what about that? Y'all don't ever listen to the answers. Matter of fact, I've been on a couple places where I start answering in the comment section, and here we go with the disrespect. Here we go with the dumb shit. Here we go with the deflection. Which is why I said that I don't do a whole lot of attacking people on their pages. I go on there and I let it be known. I see what you're talking about. I see what you're saying. I disagree with you, and I'm willing to debate it. Meet me somewhere. Let's talk about it. I'm not going to attack you on your page. And every time I say anything, oh, here come another nigga who feelings hurt. I just told you I debate you. Bitch, what my feelings hurt about? Oh, here come another nigga who, what does motherfucker say? Oh, here go another. I don't even remember. It was so stupid. It was like, nah. Here go another motherfucker that's really ready to debate you on the stupid shit you said. But since that usually don't happen, what I did was I took it upon myself to take everything that was said in the post that I'm talking about, and I wrote all that shit down. And I'm going to respond to that shit one by one. You know why? Because I got time today. And because this is one of my favorite subjects. You know why? Because I fucking live it. And I be tired of people who don't play basketball always talking about basketball. I'm tired of people who ain't never fucking danced nowhere trying to talk about dancers. And I'm so sick of motherfuckers who ain't never had no polygynous relationship of any type trying to tell other motherfuckers what the fuck poly is. Blunt roll is lit. Let's get it. So let me pull up this list and just walk it down one by one. That this woman made this post and said a whole bunch of dumb shit about poly. And I'm here to speak about this shit on my own platform. So, what was the first stupid shit this bra said? First thing this individual said was, and let me be very clear, the reason I'm being disrespectful is because I was disrespected. I told y'all, I'm willing to discuss and talk about anything cool as fuck, but if y'all want to go disrespect, I specialize in that too. So yeah, I'm if you won't hear, if you done made it off your page, and I'm like, why you talking? Cause you want to talk stupid on your shit, I'm gonna talk stupid on mine. So this is what the dumb broad said. The first thing that was said was the original way was for the woman to have multiple men. This is what she said. She said that poly in its original form was made so that women can have multiple men. That was the beginning of the entire post. I stopped at that like, wait a minute. Who the fuck taught you that? Where did you get that from? All right. Actually, polyandry is one of the rarest mating systems in both human and animal history. The overwhelming majority of indigenous cultures, ancient tribes, and civilizations practice polygyny, one man, multiple women, often as a response to survival, resource distribution, and protection of fertility needs. Do your homework. The majority of poly relationships was polygyny. Now, has there been cultures where there have been a lack of women in the community? Yes, but it's very rare. There's 3 X chromosomes and 1 Y chromosome to every fucking couple or pair that creates a child. Women are born more than men, period. Period. So if there is a culture where, for whatever reason, there was a lack of women, right? And more men than they would have. And they have had history of individuals, societies with women, excuse me, with women with multiple husbands. But to say that that is the original is bullshit. And I challenge you to find anywhere in history, in anywhere that it's stated, other than just somebody just saying some shit like you, that that is the original. No, it's not. No, it's not. And I ain't even gonna say that. Yeah, I am. So yeah, no, that's not the. Now I'm gonna move on from that because that was just people just be. And this is why I say, no, let's debate this shit. Let's talk. Let's don't just say some shit on social media and then run off and then let people respond and you think that, oh, I'm just gonna say you just mad because I said some shit. No, stand on that. Where are you getting your information from? See, where I come from, when we debate, at quite a few times, somebody asks you to state your sources. Just like in school, you had to state your source. You ain't gonna write no paperwork saying this is this and statistics say this and this says this. At the end of that, you have to see a lot of y'all educators, y'all don't know this. At the end of this, you have to tell where the fuck you got that information that you just stated from. Can you do that? Second, there's 10 of these. Second, men only do it for egotistical reasons and blame it on stability. So for me, when I'm in a debate, a lot of times I ask people to say things that can be shown, proven, or debated. And the idea that, oh, men only do that because they egotistical is your weak ass feelings. That has nothing to do with anything. It's just a gross generalization. Because some men may use polygyny as an ego boost, for sure. Many practice it for spiritual, ancestral, and communal reasons. To say what you're saying, you are showing some disrespect to some very big people in this world. I ain't gonna name them, but there's some very big people in this world that I know of that have been polygynous and have taken care of their wives. And for you to come and say, oh, they just doing that because they was egotistical. Well, I say that you are stupid because those people are on a platform that you could never reach. To have multiple women is not even something that would be needed to be egotistical by these individuals. As a matter of fact, the reason that you think that they're able to be egotistical is actually the same reason that they're able to be polygynous. Can I get an amen, baby?
Amen.
Okay, thank you. Yeah, no, I'm not sitting by myself talking this shit, just so y'all know. I'm sitting next to one of my women. Okay? So if I say some stupid shit, I'm sure she'll be like, hold on, nigga. Fuck is you saying? Okay? So that whole men do that shit for ego. No, when you see a man who's poly, you automatically assign him an egotistical idea. Who does he think he is to be able to? All right. So anyway, moving on. Polygyny is about community building, resource sharing, and child rearing, not ego. So equating every polygynous man with narcissism ignores cultural context and erases spiritual responsibility from the entire conversation, including the women who are with it. Stupid. So the third one, wouldn't it be more stability if there were multiple men for every woman or every home? I got to approach this slowly because I don't want to offend the wrong people. So, wouldn't it be more stability if there were multiple men for every woman or every home? All right, so I'm going to approach this slowly. All right, y'all ready? I was taught that I'm supposed to protect and provide for my woman. Does that sound right, babe? Should I be doing that?
Yes.
Yes. Okay. All right. So, if I'm protecting you, nobody should be bothering. I got your back. And I'm providing for you. You got a place to stay. You got food. You got education. You got all of these things that I am providing you. First of all, this is my home. I've never moved into a home with a woman. Well, I did that once. She moved me in, but that was an accident. I was out of town. I moved out afterward. But anyway, I own multiple homes. I move my women in with me. I've never had a woman say, I'm ready to be in a relationship with you. Come on into my home. And most of the women that I hear are looking for a man to take care of them, to put them in a home. So my thought process, first of all, is, hold on, bitch, this is my home. How the fuck you gonna say we need another motherfucker here? Second of all, wait a motherfucking minute. If we need another motherfucker here, ain't that saying I'm not taking care of you? I'm not providing enough for you, so you need somebody else to provide more. I'm not protecting you enough, so you need somebody else to have your back. I'm not, right? So to hear this sounds like an individual talking who don't own shit. To say that you don't own nothing, and it sounds like you don't even have a man who owns anything, because that's something ignorant to say. I, as a man, have my own shit. I would like to bring you in, and now you're telling me, all right, well, we need to bring another man in here so that things can be. That means you are stupid and don't know how to pick the right man. Now, I want y'all to listen to everything that I'm saying, and at any point in time, every time I say something, I want you to switch it and say, well, if that's the case, then da-da-da-da, and the woman don't know how to blah-da-da-da. So I'm saying, if that's the case, as a woman, you don't know how to pick a man. Let's flip it. Okay, well, if that's the case, as a man, you don't know how to pick a woman. Wait, this woman's telling me, okay, we need another man in the house. Yep, you're right. If any woman I pick is saying that, I don't know how to fucking pick a woman. Why the fuck will my woman be telling me I need another person to protect and provide and to do for me in this house that you've given me? You've given me this house, but I'm telling you that I need you to provide more to take care of it. Anybody want to argue with that? Be my guest. So that was the response to, wouldn't it be more stability if there were multiple men for every woman or every home? Multiple men competing for dominance. Let's think about that. Multiple men competing for dominance in one household. That creates conflict, okay? Not stability, okay? So let's keep it moving. Oh, here we go. Men want multiple wives to just stay home and be dependent. Men want multiple wives to just stay home and be dependent.
Y'all can stay home?
Yeah. See, this is what I mean when I say these women who are speaking, they're speaking and they're letting it be known that they don't know what the fuck they're talking about. This woman is saying, this is why we pick poly. And I'm saying, oh, you don't know shit about poly, and fuck poly, you don't know shit about no relationship, period. Because why the fuck is the man you with, whether it's with you or with multiple women, sitting around letting you take care of them? That lets me know you just don't know how to pick men. Let me be very clear. A lot of women don't have problems with poly. They have problems with men. And so when they see men living a beautiful life, it pisses them off. When they see men being supported, being loved, being cherished, being taken care of by women, it pisses them off, because the women are saying, I wouldn't do that shit for them niggas. They don't deserve that shit. And they mad that the women are giving us this. Do you know how I know? By these types of responses. Shorty, fuck poly. Why the fuck you sitting at home taking care of a dude? Hey, babe, you take care of me?
No, not at all.
I stay home while you go to work?
No.
Oh.
I do.
You do what?
Stay home while you go to work.
Stay home while I go to work. Oh. Don't you pay all the bills, though?
No.
Oh. You got any bills? Yeah, you got anything you got to pay? Like, nah, you don't see much? Yeah, okay. I was just like, all right. So, yeah, I don't know what the fuck you talking about. Moving on. And this is what I was saying. I said it. Well, can we talk about this? Can we debate this? Can we verbal? No, your feelings hurt. Another one who, listen. Not all men who practice polygyny want dependent women. Many actually invest in their women, such as myself, helping them become business owners, healers, artists, land cultivators, teachers, good parents. I don't know what the fuck you talking about, shorty. So let me move on. All right, number 5. If that was the case, why can't a woman be dependent on multiple men for maximum stability? Well, I think I already addressed this one, but she can, if that's her choice. And those men agree. Let me be very clear. I'm not one of those men who have a problem with women who have multiple men. My best friend, who I was in a relationship with, and she was dating other men when I was dating her. And I removed myself from that relationship. It's not what I prefer. See how that works? Oh, ain't nothing wrong. Oh, she just wanted because it's not what I prefer. So I'm going to move on. And she has multiple husbands now, multiple men now. So let me just throw that out there. If she agrees and if they agree. But few men will willingly serve a woman knowing she has another masculine energy. Why am I putting all of my energy into taking care of you and you got another person taking care of you? See, this is the thing when y'all be like, oh, well, why women can't do it? I told my woman, if you want to have sex with other men, put me in a house and get you a house to have sex with them in. Because I put my women in the house. You in the house, baby? Yeah. I put you in it? Yeah. Okay. And so do I have sex with other women in the house that I put you in? Oh, no. If I'm going to have sex with another person, it's going to be in the house that I have or over that person's house. So to have the idea that I'm going to be a woman and you my man, and then I'm going to invite Joe Blow over here to do me too. Hold on. I put you in the house. I put the food in there. I put the goddamn soap in the towels. So you are giving this nigga my payment. I'm paying the cost to be the boss. I'm taking care of you. I'm loving on you. I'm protecting, providing, doing all of these things necessary. And what do I want in response is you. So why would you be giving yourself to another individual? What have they done to earn that? Because if they're doing what needs to be done to earn that, then let me back up. Get that man what he earned. I ain't taking care of half of you, taking care of all of you. Okay, so when you look at that, it's not the same. Okay, in most masculine coded dynamics, there is one throne, not a round table. Polygyny works best because one man leads multiple energies towards harmony. Polyandry often collapses under conflicting authorities. No woman is going to be over me. No woman is going to tell me I need to be quiet or I need to do this or I need to do. So therefore, you could not control when me and him are getting into it. How you going to tell me be quiet and let him talk? Shut the fuck up, man. Listen. And then when I'm telling you shut the fuck up, now he feels some type of way. Trust me, I've been there. I'm laying on the couch with my girl. She answered the phone. Nigga talking about some, what the fuck did I tell you? You better crack your motherfucker. I said, yo, you need to hang up right now. Right now. And at that was the end of something, because did this motherfucker just tell you he gonna crack your motherfucker? Hold on, listen. Hold on, listen. See what I'm saying? Nah, so let me tell you, in the relationships that I've seen where the woman has multiple men, I've told that woman, you're going to be the alpha. Those men are going to be beta. You can have multiple men, but you have to run the situation. You have to be the boss. I'd want multiple wives to help build minds and essentiate lives. I'd want multiple lives to help build minds and essentiate lives. All right, Chief. As long as you know what you want it for. So the next one, she said, what if she doesn't want a man that rents, but one who could build a house? Another one who funds it. So you are clearly not building a relationship. You're trying to build a team. This is more of a team. Let me be very clear. And the way that it's framed, it reduces men to transactional functions. I need a man to build me a house, and I need another man to, what the fuck are you talking about? This is what I mean when I say most of the women who be speaking any type of way against poly, we wouldn't want you anyway. We wouldn't want you anyway. Your mindset is the furthest thing that I would ever want, not only just to be in a relationship with, but I wouldn't let you babysit my daughters. I would not let you be around my children with your friends, with your mindset. I just need a man. I need one of them to build the house and then another one to fund it. Like, what the fuck are you doing with these men? Is that it? Are they fucking you? Are they taking care of your children? Are they teaching you? Are they putting you in school? Or he just bought the house and he just funds it? And why your broke ass can't fund it yourself? How you got time to have multiple men, but you ain't got no multiple sources of income? See what I'm saying? I keep telling y'all, if you're going to say I could do what men do, then you need to do what men do. I don't got no business having no motherfucking multiple women if I ain't got no motherfucking multiple sources of income, multiple homes, multiple every fucking things. I'm slacking right now because I ain't got multiple vehicles. Fuck you mean? As a man in a poly relationship. Here, babe, you can use my van. Wait a minute, I gotta get insurance. Wait, let me get the fuck? You slacking, nigga? So for the women, until you are able to provide all of that, then what do you think? What do you mean that you deserve all of this? And why can't you have all of this? You know what I'm saying? So with that being said, you know, so yeah. On that last tip, you know what I'm saying? If a woman wants a team of builders and funders, she should start a construction company, not a relationship. So how is this number 7? How is it stability having multiple women at home waiting on one man? See, the motherfucking problem, again, when y'all say these shits, self is measuring stick of the world. Listen, fellas. Nah, fellas and ladies, fuck all that. When y'all listen to people talk, listen to them. They're telling you who they are. If they throw a projection at you, pay attention to it. You ain't got to defend yourself. I don't even think like that. Don't say none of that. Just listen to what they're saying and realize they just told you who the fuck they are. Okay? So, with me saying that, self is the measuring stick of the world, let me read this again. How is the stability having multiple women at home waiting on one man? I know a lot of y'all already know what I'm talking about, right? What's the problem with that? Baby, what's the problem with what she said?
Sitting at home waiting.
Woo! Oh my goodness. Oh, why the fuck? Something to do. What the fuck you sitting at home waiting on me? I'm out here handling shit, holding shit down, making money, and you at home waiting on me? You and her just sitting at the crib like, when he gonna be home? I don't know, girl. I'm tired of waiting on him, though.
That is not what it looked like.
What the fuck you doing? You should not be sitting at home waiting on me. I don't give a fuck how many of y'all it is. Man, listen, if y'all sitting at home waiting on me, I swear to God, when I walk in, the house better be immaculate. The kids better be fed and full. My plate better be goddamn on the goddamn stove. The motherfucking bills got to be paid and caught up. The motherfucking, man, listen, what do you mean? I heard a woman's work is never done. I know mine isn't. So none of us have time to be sitting waiting on anybody. Now we have time to sit and relax. We got time to sit and reflect. We got time to meditate. We got time to do extracurricular activities. Our favorite things is hit the river walk, hit Belle Isle, lay up, let the babies play. Oh, we got time. Because we taken care of around here. Because everybody is handling their duties and their responsibilities. So we got time. But we don't have no time to be waiting on nobody. We use our time efficiently and wisely. We use our time for ourselves if our mate is not around. So maybe that's the problem, is you had an idea that if your man's not around, you need to be somewhere waiting on him. And maybe that's why you have the ability to sit and think up all these ignorant ass thoughts about polygyny. Anyway, so moving on. In many traditional homes, each woman had roles, crafts, callings, and children. They weren't waiting. They were creating, nurturing, trading, farming, and supporting one another. Polygyny done correctly is communal living with shared vision, not a harem, okay, or a pause. And let me be clear, for me, I'm not even the type where, oh, all of y'all, come on, we live in the same home. You got your own home. Why are you sitting anywhere waiting on me? All right. So that's another thing. Like, all right. And then that's dead time, ain't it? Not at all. The assumption that women in polygynous homes are idle reveals ignorance, not insight. Many women in the homes are educators, healers, ceremonial leaders, and entrepreneurs. Again, this comes down to structure. If your idea of a wife is someone who just waits around, your lens is broken, not the lifestyle. Your lens is broken. The way you look at this shit is fucked up. And watch this next one. This is all from a woman. Let me keep all that. This is all what she's saying and why not poly is stupid, but why she should have multiple men instead of men having multiple. And it's like, I don't care about either one, but I'm walking this down. Listen to this. This is from a woman. This is from a woman. Why not a nanny, a butler, a chef, etc.? Why another woman in bed? Oh my. Because a wife is not a worker. She's a spiritual, emotional, and ancestral partner. This isn't about function. It's about the feminine presence, synergy, spiritual work, sexual polarity. Fuck all that. Listen to this. You just disrespected yourself and every fucking woman in the world by saying that. Instead of being poly, why don't I get a butler, a chef, and a man? Is that what you think I got multiple women for? Matter of fact, let me just switch this shit around. Let me be very clear. Okay, you did wash the dishes the other day, didn't you? You did. Okay, you did. Okay.
It was always by choice.
Oh, right, but what I was about to say was, I wash my own dishes. I clean my own bathroom. I vacuum my own floors. I clean my bathroom. I do all of this shit myself. I have my own home. So when she is in her home, she might clean up her stuff. I'm at my home. I clean my own shit. So the idea of why don't I get another butler or this or that? Like, you think I got women to take care of me and to clean up after me? Is that what you think y'all for? Wait, I'm not done. Wait, I'm not done. The idea that I got women to do for me, you really have no understanding of how poly serves you all more than it does me. Let me be very clear. To take care of one woman and children is a duty. As a man, to take care of one woman and children is a duty. To take care of multiple women is a challenge. See, and that's the thing that y'all don't see. It's funny because there was a little situation that was going on over here, and I said, well, shit, if there's discord in the cipher right now, my birthday gonna be expensive as hell, because I'm gonna have to go on 2 goddamn trips. I'm gonna take you on one, we're gonna go by ourselves, and then damn, have I passed that to you yet?
No.
God damn, you ain't said shit. And then I gotta go on another trip to take her. Oh, I gotta buy you this, and then now I'm gonna tell you, I'm not one of them. Every time I do something for her, y'all do it for you. This ain't no carbon copy. You don't even, I buy her flowers, I might buy you a fucking coat. It ain't no goddamn, well, whatever I do for you, I can do for her. Whatever, this is the wrong fucking idea. But the dealing inequality is what I'm saying. When you dealing inequality with multiple women, then there's multiple sources of finance that needs to be went to certain places. So this idea that like men are receiving anything more than they're receiving in one relationship, you know what I'm saying? So nah, that don't stand either. That's why I said let's have this discussion, because I would like to hear her responses to what I'm saying, to be honest. But got to be able to go into a conversation with respect and with intelligence and all of that type of shit. So yeah, that why not a nanny and all of that shit, you know what I'm saying? That was like, and then, okay, here we go. Okay, it's a couple more. All right, so number 10, another woman doesn't really have a role other than giving the man double pleasure. Remember, a woman said all of this shit. All of this was taken off of a post that another woman made. Yes, love. Oh, you got one with all the bodies. Yes, you got your own. So another woman doesn't really have a role other than giving the man double pleasure. Baby, you are only here so that the pleasure that I feel with my other woman, you are here to make it double. Like, nah, I get two your pleasures. That would be what she's saying. You're only here for that. You found Florida. That is Florida. What you think about that?
I think she just don't know her worth. Period.
She don't know her worth. That's what the fuck I said.
She just don't know her worth.
You don't know your worth as a woman to say that. That's if you was the other woman, you think that's the only thing that man had you on for. That's why you have a problem with poly. You don't have a problem with poly. You have a problem with relationships. I guarantee it. I guarantee the woman who I would bet. Matter of fact, I'll put it out there. I bet $100 to $20. My 100 to anybody's 20 that the woman who made this post is not in a relationship that has been going on more than a year. Period. I don't think she's had one in the last 4 or 5 years based off the things that I'm reading. Because if I thought that men felt like this about me, I would not be in a good relationship either. Let me be very clear. I bet she has a lot of difficulty with relationships. Let me be very clear. Poly is not for everybody. You don't have to agree with poly, and nothing's wrong with you if you're not poly.
So she also under the mindset that at every poly relationship, everybody having threesomes. Basically, is also what that states.
I would think so. Yes, right. You know what I'm saying? Because that's what a lot of people think. When it comes to poly, automatically they conversation. Okay, I'm on the live. Give me a minute. Their conversation always goes to sex, all the time. Oh, you fucking multiple. Oh, this and this. Oh, y'all this together. Oh, it's like always. You know what? Nobody's ever asked me. Nobody's ever asked me in response to me being poly. So how does that work with the children? Nobody's ever asked me that. Ain't that some shit? The number one thing that we be thinking about, nobody else thinks about. How does that work with the children? I got grown adult children right now, 20 years old, 18 years old, and I've asked them several times. Other people have asked them, and they have made it very clear. No, the best part of our lives was when we were in the home with my dad's wives. Like in poly, when they were in the home with me and included in our poly relationships. Because those things include so many more people, we pay so much more attention to it. This is why monogamous relationships, it only relies on you and her or you and him. That's it. And both of y'all are fucking lying. So there is no foundation. Period. You know what I'm saying? So a lot of people look at poly relationships with this, all of this, oh, y'all do this and y'all do that, and people cheat and people like, no, hold on, wait, no, that's what single people, what monogamous people do. Because you only have the ability to motherfucking be honest with your mate. You know what I'm saying? I invited another woman over here 2 a.m. the other week. You know what I'm saying? And sat and talked and kicked it with the woman, and then she left. And I was telling my women about it, you know what I'm saying, a day or two after it. And I was telling them that I was checking myself. I wanted to see. You understand what I'm saying? Think about what I'm saying. So I'm having a conversation telling my women this. If I would have fucked that woman that night, then it would have been a conversation of me telling my women this. You understand what I'm saying? No. Communication, honesty, respect. These are the pillars of polygynous relationships. These are not the pillars of monogamous relationships. You're not even allowed to be honest with your mate in monogamous relationships. You're not even allowed to be honest. You're not even allowed to let it be known you just seen something you liked. Oh, you in trouble because you just did that. Shit, I would stay in trouble, man. The fuck? Look at my girl, she looking at me like, God damn. The fuck, she like, man, I might as well eat it because the fuck, he gonna look, the fuck. You understand what I'm saying? But that's the fun in it. I'm admiring the human bodies. Let's be real honest. A lot of them that I see, I would not touch them. I would not touch them. I don't. That's not my style sexually. But watching it, like, damn, look at her, check her out. I'm talking about, damn, look at her, check her out. She could turn around and be like, damn, what's up with you? I'd be like, not a damn thing. Like, I just like looking at you, bad motherfucker. But physically, nah. But you gotta, like, some people can't even share that with their mates. You know what I'm saying? Poly gives you the ability to be honest. Poly gives me the understanding that at any minute, my woman can say, you know what? I don't want to do this no more and walk off comfortably. You good. You got somebody else take care of you. And I know that. So every day, I know that every day I'm going to be the man that she need and want me to be. Every fucking day. Let me be very clear. That monogamous relationship that I had got out of, I didn't give a fuck. I don't give a fuck. You don't want to be with me no more. Okay, cool. I only if I ain't a man. I don't give a fuck. Okay. I'm coming quick. Well, I mean, what the fuck we gonna do? Nothing except keep fucking each other. It doesn't matter. There's nothing that needs to happen. There's no checks and balances. There's no making it new. There's no ensuring that, because the agreement is we're gonna stay together and be with each other, and that's it because we said so. That's why. Okay, I'm a man of my word, so I did because I said I would. That's why. But as far as monogamous, that shit was whack, and it gave me no inspiration to want to make sure that I kept being the man I was supposed to be. We smoking, baby. Go out there. Go in there. Stop fighting with your sister. And so that's another thing that I say that poly women, or excuse me, monogamous women don't really understand. My women know I'm with them because I want to be, not because I wanted to, and then we did, and then something happened, or we had a kid, or whatever, and now I don't want to pay child support, so I'm gonna tell you I want to be with you, but I'm still trying to fuck on your homegirl. And what? You know what I'm saying? No, like, monogamous relationships are the largest, like, bounty of lies. Like, when I hear people in these relationships and it'd be like, yo, did you tell them? And it's like, no, I can't. Do you know what I mean? Like, no, like this, I'm gonna project. Okay, I'm gonna project. People be projecting onto polygyny. I'm about to project, which means throw some shit out there that might not be true onto monogamy. All of y'all lying to each other. All of y'all lying to each other. I don't know nobody in a monogamous relationship that's true, that's being honest with their mate. I don't know nobody. I don't know nobody that has the ability to be honest with their mate in a monogamous relationship. Because if you are honest, you about to lose your mate. You about to lose them. Whatever you just told them, oh, you shouldn't have said that shit. Well, all right. Well, I don't know. I hope you got somewhere to go. Oh, she stay with you. Okay, well, yeah, she about to go get that person that she been texting on the low that you ain't know about. You know what I'm saying? I used to know about my mates, other potentials or friends or fuck buddies or whatever the fuck, like, shit, by name. They call them up. I'm like, hey, what up, though, Tony? You all right? Not this week, nigga. We good. Check back in 2 months. Like, I know who they are. I'm not mad. Oh, that's who I be fucking with, me and you going, you know what I'm saying? Things ain't going good, right? You know, all that type of shit, because we can be honest with each other. It ain't nothing I got going on in my life or that's went on in my life that my women don't know about. And if it is, that's because I just haven't had the opportunity to tell you yet. We talk about so much other shit. I ain't told you about that yet. Oh, shit, let me tell you about this. Yeah. Y'all don't do that. Y'all don't have that ability. That was just my projection. All right, so getting back to it. Yeah, you don't know your worth if that's what you think. That having another woman just doubles my pleasure. My pleasure, it doubles my duties, baby. It doubles my duties. And if you get you a man that cherishes you, that loves you, that cares about you, and he starts to treat you that way, you'll see what type of work is put into maintaining a woman. And then you'll see what type of work a polygynous man is doing to maintaining multiple women of the same or higher caliber. Did I just say that? Yes, I did. I did, and I meant that. Okay, I just want to be very clear, because there are calibers to this. You know what I'm saying? And if you sitting at home waiting on your man to get home, you a low caliber woman. But if you are out running businesses, caring for children, you know what I'm saying, getting educated, you know, furthering your stability, all of those different things, you a higher caliber, okay? And you are of more value to a man. I always say the men is the prize. If they the man that they supposed to be, they the prize. They the prize if they who they supposed to be. But the women are the people of value. There is so much value. So when I get another woman, I increase my value. My value, because now I have two but the value that I am is only based off the value of them. If I got two ain't shit women, I ain't really just add to my value, I just added to my reputation. And that ain't the same thing. And some people fucking and having relationships for reputation. This ain't that, and that ain't this. Number 11. Okay, we're coming up towards the end. There's this one and another one. Multiple men can make shit happen faster on a stability level than just one man. More hands don't always mean more harmony. Two lions cannot lead one pride. That goes back to earlier what we was talking about. Two lions. First of all, if you got two of them, they ain't lions. Damn. If you got two of them, they not lions. Let me just be very clear. And this ain't no diss to them brothers who are in relationships with multiple men with a woman. But we both know that y'all not lions. Y'all not dominant. I mean, the relationship shows that. So it's not a diss. It's not a diss. It's a stay in your lane, right? It's one of those things where it's like we all recognize who and what we're doing. Those men who are in relationships with a woman and other men in those relationships, they are about the woman's happiness first and foremost. And they don't have no problem saying that. And I respect them for that. They have the ability to do that. I'm a Leo. You know what I'm saying? As well as other things. So it's not a good or a bad. It's just different in what you want. But to think that multiple men is going to make things happen better or more efficiently, okay, well, again, start you a construction company. Because we're talking about multiple men making things happen. But what we're really talking about is multiple men fucking the same woman. Multiple men taking care of the same woman. Multiple men being the man to that woman. So that shows a lack of, and this is an opinion. Let me just put that out there. What I'm about to say. This is all opinion based. Because I'm not in a relationship with multiple men and one woman. So it's not really for me to be speaking on that. Just like if you ain't in a polygamous relationship, it's not for you to be speaking on ours. But from my history and my observation, when a woman is in a relationship, polyandry like that, she runs the relationship. So multiple men ain't gonna mean multiple leaders because they're not leaders anyway. So, you know, leadership is not about quantity. It's about vision, clarity, and divine masculine order. Many hands in one pot can spoil the stew. Little proverb. Many hands in one pot can ruin the stew. Because now what you're saying is these men, keep this in mind as well. In what you're presenting, these men are being led by each other. So not only are you switching the roles, but you're also implementing things that are not implemented in polygyny. My women do not follow each other. None of my women gonna call the other one and tell her you need to get up and go do da 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 da. You got me fucked up. Matter of fact, she got her fucked up. And it doesn't even matter which one you put which position in. I'm gonna tell you, either one of that, you just went all bad. Neither one of them gonna call. Listen, you need to get up right now and do da 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 da. That's not how that's gonna happen. So I had an idea like you gonna have multiple men and you gonna put him in charge of the rest of us. Girl, you better go sit your ass down. Yeah, you trying to create some shit. Like, listen, I was in a polygamous relationship for 12 years consecutively. So my thing is, take the shit you saying and go try it. Come back and holler at me when you get at least 3 years down. Come back and it'd be a whole lot of people who be talking about this shit, but don't have 3 years of success to sit behind it. I've got multiple years and multiple. I've been poly since I was 16. Let me tell you. I was polyamory when I was in the military. When I got out, I got my first wife. She told me about polygyny, and she was like, "You need to be polygynous." And I went and studied it, and I learned about it, and I'm like, "You right." A couple months later, I found my second wife. 2 years later, my third wife, consecutively for almost 12 years. Fuck is you talking about? Do the stuff you saying and all it is. Take this ideology, go get in your relationship that you are saying that it should be the way it should be. Come back and holler at me when you got 3 years consecutively. And I'm gonna leave it at that. Now, this last part. If it's really about stability, this looks like a scam from the egotistical patriarchal system. Response is you can't blame ego or patriarchy for what is often divinely structured order. How, when this has been all over the planet by so many different cultures of our own, and monogamy comes from the same people that y'all speak, you won't say good morning, but you'll accept monogamy. Make it make sense. Oh, the white man told us that morning means death, so I don't say good morning. You don't accept these words because the white man said, but you accept his religions. You accept his relationships. You accept his foods. And then you want to speak to me like you conscious, like you wise, like you should be listened to. Anybody who's following you is foolish. Any woman that's following this shit that you saying and backing it up, and I know that's right, it's a group of fools. I like when I see these groups of individuals backing these ignorant people. I like when I see it. It's like, oh, okay, reveal yourself. That is not my audience. That is not the people I'm talking to. You know what I'm saying? And if it is, it's because they have heard my response and they're going, oh, well, I thought she was dropping some shit. But when you say that, well, hold on. I'd like to hear more. Like, you know what I mean? We about education around here. And that's including me. When I hear some shit that I don't agree with, I don't be feeling, I don't be liking, and I get the chance to present myself, and motherfuckers come with rebuttals and come with things that make sense, I pause for a minute. And I hold my pearls and be like, wait a minute. And then I approach conversations. That's how I am. I like to learn what moves people, what activates people, what motivates, what inspires. Because then if they need to be inspired, you know what moves them, what activates them, what inspires them. I'm kind of in these works. So I like having these conversations. I just don't like when there's a lot of disrespect, when there's a lot of project. Like this whole thing was like a hate a man post. That's really all it was. It had nothing to do with poly. It was, I don't like men, and so I'm going to just take a shot at poly men. You know what I'm saying? You know, so poly isn't for every man. And it isn't for every woman, but it damn sure ain't no scam, nor is it outdated, okay? It's one of the oldest living social frameworks on earth. And when it's done with wisdom, ethics, and intent, it becomes a village building model. I've shown and proven that in my time in this community. Baba Kalinde E showed and proved that in this community. You know what I'm saying? And other individuals around this planet who have shown that and who have lived that and who have, you know what I'm saying, walked with integrity. You could talk to any of my exes. Fuck talking to the women I'm with. Talk to the women I've been with. Talk to the women that's with the brothers that I talk. I've had many conversations late at night. Bro, man, I'm sitting talking about girl, bro. I'm trying to explain. I couldn't say it the way you said it, but bro. Okay, hold on. Like, you know what I'm saying? So I'm just saying, if you really think about it, the black woman is the, listen to me, the black woman is the #1 supporter of the LGBTQ community. Okay, I had to look at you to make sure I ain't saying nothing wrong. Okay. And it's to me in my mind that I say you all literally will support a man who will disrespect your presence by trying to be you better than you can, while simultaneously disrespecting a man who is holding down the duties of the men you support. There's a lack of good men in our community. And you'll take a man who is being a father, a husband, a protector, a provider, a teacher, and a leader to multiple households and show him disrespect. But you will support the individuals whose lives are created around extracurricular activities. No disrespect. This is my visual on those types of relationships. I feel the same way about women on women. You know what I'm saying? Man on man. I feel like those are extracurricular activity relationships. You know what I'm saying? And it's no disrespect, but when I say go somewhere and live that lifestyle for 3 years and come back and talk to me, we could say go live that lifestyle for 120 years. Okay. What's that, 6 generations, and come back and tell me if it's flourishing, if it's thriving. And I'm gonna leave that at that, right? So again, that's what I mean by an extracurricular type of activity or relationship. Everybody on this planet is put here for different things. I had an individual who said to me one day, do you think that there is an issue with the population of the planet and how it's growing, things like that? And I was like, yeah. And he's like, do you think that there are population control groups in the world, people that are trying to destroy the planet destroy the population to lower the population? I was like, yeah. And they said to me, I think that homosexuality is the Earth's way of balancing the overpopulation. And I was like, oh shit. Like, oh, well, damn. I can see that. It's like it's created a population. But now let me be clear. Most of the people that I've met that are homosexuals have children. That's the funny thing. So it'd be like, I don't know if that was the case, I don't know if the Earth really had all of that worked out, because a lot of them still produce, but a lot of them don't. And I was like, I found that interesting as a concept. Like, I can see that. Like, I mean, remember we do urban philosophy. So on some philosophical shit, I can see where you're coming from. You know what I'm saying? But I'm just saying that all of these relationships are about personal decisions, and they should all be respected. That's how I really feel. I'm not a person who will find myself engaging in homosexual activities with no man, but I don't feel like I'm going to go on social media and attack those people or try to make individuals who are in man-man relationships start talking about, oh, this is this and that ain't that. And if that was the case, this, like, I'd be kind of like, why are people so enthralled with our relationship status? Why, if you're not poly, why are you talking about poly? If you don't play football, why are you talking about football? If you're not, that's what I mean when I say that. Like, if you're not none of these things, why go on and make a 30-minute long post talking shit about poly? In my mind, I'm hoping that you are in a poly relationship and something just went bad. That's the only reason that I'm like, this shit should be happening. You in a poly relationship? Well, no, I ain't never been all. Then shut the fuck up. Why are you even talking about our lifestyle? I ain't gonna be on here talking about, oh, homosexual relationships are stupid because, wait a minute now. Hold on. How the fuck do I know? I don't. So I don't. You understand what I'm saying? Shut the fuck up, girl. If you ain't been in no, and real talk, go heal your relationship with men. A lot of y'all ain't mad at poly. Y'all mad at men. Y'all mad at men. Let's just be clear. And y'all hate to see a man in that type of position. And what y'all don't know is there are good men out here. I'm sorry that you have not been exposed to any. I'm sorry that your taste in men sucks. I'm sorry that every time you pick a man, you pick him for the wrong reasons and some stupid shit happens. But we are not all fucked up. Your choice in men is. So I invite you to dig deep, do some soul searching, and figure out why is your relationship with men fucked up to where you will give fucked up men access to you, where you will constantly allow yourself to be exposed to this type of treatment and try to change it, so that way you will be able to maybe then recognize good men when you see it, and you might be able to experience that for yourself. And then I think that your ideology, not just about men and relationships and poly, but everything will change. And I'm saying this from somebody who had a tainted viewpoint of women. I had a tainted viewpoint of women because of what I went through with my mother. I didn't trust women, but I was like, it's because they're fucked up. It's because they're sick. It's because they've been abused. It's because they've been abandoned. It's because they've been treated wrong. I got to save them. I got to save them. So I had this savior complex. See? And so every woman that I got close to or told me something about her, revealed something, I felt the need to save her. I felt the need to give her the love that she didn't. And then I would get mad when I'm not getting it back, because that was my trauma. See? And so I had to work on myself. And I had to realize that everything that these people are going through is because of how they see and how they approach. And the same for me. And I had to realize I was approaching those types of relationships on purpose because they made me feel needed. They made me feel needed. Yeah, you need me. But when you're good at what you do, she need healing. I'm good at what I do. So the healing, we went through that. She don't need me no more. Yeah, she healed. She's better now. She can recognize when a good man is trying to come on. Now she can go get what she wants, not what she needed. And that was heavy for me to have to realize. Oh man, I don't know if I realized it yet. I'm like, because it's like either every woman needs that, or there's women out here that's already healed. Wait a minute. And then, do you want and need me? Or is this temporary and once the need is done, right? You know what I'm saying? So and I'm saying this out loud to you all to understand that when you experience things and you go through healing and you go through changes, just like them people who be like, oh, did you just hit her? Oh. Why you crying? Why she holding her mouth?
I'm not sure if she actually.
I thought she just did this.
I'm not sure if she actually made contact though. I don't think.
Did you hit her? Don't lie to me. Did you hit her? You did hit her? You hit her in her mouth? Okay, you have some very fast hands.
Yeah.
Yes.
I wasn't sure
I'm talking about. She was fast as hell. Are you okay? Are you mad about what just happened? Do you want to hit her back? No? Okay. Can you tell her sorry? You okay? Okay. So, I was speaking about myself because just like alcoholics who went through AA, and then they be like, oh, I'm always an addict, or I gotta, and when they go to places where they drink it, they gotta, okay, right? So for me, being a man who deals with polygynous relationships, I have to be very cautious about how I get into relationships and why I get into relationships, because I was a serial saver, right? Oh, you know what I'm saying? I'm gonna save you. I'm saying, what the fuck is going on? Who is this? Well, she going through something, and what the fuck they got to do with us? I'm saying though, I don't want to leave black women out here. You know how many black women out here? Not yet. Yeah. So after having that type of mindset and coming out of that, I have to do self-checks. And that's what I mean when I say that even when you get healed and you start moving forward, you still want to self-check. But all of this stuff that I just read, all of this stuff was clearly you don't know how to have a healthy relationship with men, period. And I don't know, I hope she sees this and instead of taking offense, maybe even reaches out and we have some conversations because, I'm known for assisting people with those types of deals. I help people with relationship issues, you know what I'm saying? Not just romantic relationships, to my mother, father, son, daughter, cousin, you know what I'm saying? Friends, like we do the healing arts over here. Like, it's real over here. I know I get on live, we talk a lot of shit, we have a lot of fun, we debate all that. But let me tell y'all, it's real over here. It's really real over here. Talk to some people who have actually sat within these walls. It's real over here. We're dealing with real healing. And that's why I address these types of issues, because a lot of times the things that we have experienced and how we hold on and respond to things are signs and symbols of things that are going on that need to be addressed. Just like a woman that look in your eyes and be like, your eyes yellow is, listen, your liver, okay, so check it, baby. You need to get you some of this herb and some of it, just like that. She just looked at, it's the same thing. When I hear people talk and say things about relationships and sexuality and spirituality and this and that, I can hear the illness from what they're saying. You said blah, blah, blah. I heard, heavy father issue with light, you know what I'm saying? Sexual abuse with a lot of verbal and emotional abuse. Like, can I ask you a couple questions? Yeah. Has da-da-da? Yeah. Has da-da-da-da? Yeah. And did you da-da-da-da before the age of 16? Yep, 3 times. Okay. So, yeah, that's what's going on here. And so what I would invite you to do is to, lean into this, that, and the other, speaking to this person, dealing with this, you know what I'm saying? Maybe microdosing and dealing with some, shadow work and mirror magic and come through and talk to us. We'll get you right. That's all I'm saying. We all been there. Mine was mama issues. Which brought about insecurity. And what's that shit? Abandonment issues. And so I got rid of the insecurity, but it was so strong that it turned to ego. But the abandonment issues, those kind of, I masked them with a lifestyle that supported not having to face them, such as polygyny, right? I'll never feel abandoned because there's always somebody around to take care of me. I remember when one of my women left me and I was able to go and cry on my woman's shoulder. Shit, there's been relationships where one of the women have left him, we've cried together. Like, the fuck? Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, so yeah, that was my way of ensuring that I won't face that again. See? Which is why when I had dealt with those issues, had actually spoke to my mother and had a reconciliation and had my mother hug me for the first time in my life that I ever remember at 41 years old. I listened to other people telling me, oh, that's why you can't be in a monogamous relationship. And I was like, I think I can. I'm gonna try this shit out. And I did. And I was in a successful, from my point of view, on my side, I operated in a monogamous relationship with success. There we go. That's what I'm trying to say. You know what I'm saying? Never did anything outside of that. I can have, but all of the things that I said that I felt that came with monogamy came with monogamy. All of them. Every single one of them. And I've had women that have told me, I've heard of poly. I know a cousin who was poly. I watched Poly in America or whatever the fuck, and tell me, I think this gonna happen, and none of that shit happens. Right? Because the idea is coming from something that their fears are giving them. For me, it was coming from what I've witnessed over and over and over and over and over again. So when I went into monogamy, it was like, oh, this is exactly what the fuck I seen everybody else go through. You know what I'm saying? Another month, you taking care of a motherfucker 100%. They telling you what the fuck you can do. First and foremost, as a Leo, that was my first problem. I'm like, okay, this. I'm gonna go with this shit, but what the fuck do you mean? Like, it was like, in my mind, not being polygynist, okay, I'm not gonna have sex with other women. I started being told I don't need to be out with no woman past this time. I don't need to have no woman sleep in my bed. I don't need to have no woman sitting in my lap. I was like, damn, monogamous man can't do shit. Like, oh, this is fucked up. Like, as a monogamous man, this is out of pocket. It was so much shit. I was like, okay, all right. So it's just the constant, you can't do, stop that. That's disrespectful. Don't do that, da-da-da. And if you do, okay, hold on. Okay, the other part. Just like in the polygynous relationship, I'm responsible for everything financial. But the difference is I don't have all of the help that I have in poly relationships. In monogamous relationship, if she was tired, that was it. Okay, well, that's the end of that work. Well, if she don't feel like doing it, okay, well, that's the end of that. If it just was like, my sources was limited. My resources was, hey, the father says only a poor rat got one hole. Do you feel there is a sense of self-discipline when in a healthy monogamous relationship? Fuck yeah. Hell yeah. Your self-discipline has to be off the fucking chain. And it's the reward and punishment is not balanced in monogamy. There is no reward, but it's all punishment. So that's what I was saying. I'm responsible for you financially, 100%. You're not responsible for shit unless you feel like it. And if I violate, or even if you violate, 90% of the time, you take half my shit and my kids. So I'm going to do all the work. I'm going to build everything. I'm going to add everything on. And when you get disappointed, dissatisfied, and upset, you have the option to leave and take everything that I built with you. I'm great on that monogamy shit. I'm good. You got to have another one of these conversations so I can join in on the lab again, bro. Star. About to go to brunch, but I'm listening. Oh, peace. No, okay. No, I know you are. No doubt. Hey, peace and love. I fucks with you whenever you ready. Just shoot me an inbox. I'll be doing these all the time, just off the rim. You know what I'm saying? So, yeah, it's whatever. Hit me up. Dang, you always smoking on the live. Can I come in real live and smoke with you? Hell yeah, pull up. I told you, we at the pad. The Psychonaut Academy of Detroit. This is a public place. Pull up. And we love these conversations. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, the whole monogamy thing, it ain't for me. It ain't for me. The reward and punishment ain't balanced. I'm not used to being told what I can do. I'm putting everything into somebody. They only putting in what they want to put it. Nah, like with polygyny, you can be tired. You ain't got to do none I ask. That's cool. You know? All right, cool. I'm gonna call her. Like, there is so much that I never bitch about to my women because why the fuck would I? Like, I have the ability to go somewhere else and get something else from somebody else. So why the fuck am I bothering you? Why am I mad? Why am I upset? Well, you ain't did, and you, motherfucker, go get it. Go do it. Go find it. Why you fucking with me? You know what I'm saying? So my mindset is just totally different on that tip. You know, so monogamy is just not balanced. It's like the man gives everything and he gets nothing. He receives nothing. Yes, that's how I feel. Like, you're paying for your own gifts. Like when you provide everything and how you just like you're buying your own clothes, she's shopping, but you giving her the money to pay for your clothes, you giving her the money to pay for your gifts. You get like, I mean, unless like tax season come and you know you claim the kids and you just like give me some shit. But I'm just saying on some real shit. Like I didn't like it. I did not like it. There was nothing about monogamy that made me feel safe, that made me feel comfortable, that made me happy, that made me comfortable. You know what I'm saying? And then after all of that, to have the individual who is telling me no, I want it to be just us. Like I said about monogamy, everybody's lying and violates. You know what I'm saying? And, violates the relationship. Like, the fuck you would think it would be the person who's used to having a bunch of bitches. You always get a bunch of hoes around you. Like, goddamn, why can't you be like an individual who has the essence that gives women comfortability to be around me? Why is that a bad thing? When y'all meet men who keep women around them, y'all look at them like it's negative. Y'all should be like, damn, what's up with this dude? Why these women all feel comfortable around him? Maybe he needs to talk to so-and-so, because every time I go over there, I feel creeped the fuck out. Like, what the fuck? Like, we got to be hoes. Are you comfortable being alone? You ever been comfortable alone in your life? Yes, I've been alone. Is it comfortable? So for me, nah, it's not comfortable because it feels like $1 million in the hood in a storage unit. That's what me being single feels like. I'm walking around my community looking at all of this shit, knowing that I have the ability, because remember what I told y'all, the savior complex. It's like when you heal, that don't mean that a lot of the thoughts that you have are not still there. I still feel like my community. I never knew you were a Leo. Now I see why you're so damn chill and cool. Oh, thank you, baby. My community is fucked up and is lacking men with integrity who can stand on their square in any fucking place they go and do what's right by the black man, woman, and child. We lack that in our community. So for me to sit somewhere and be just that and be by myself, it's like, why? Like, people say that as if you have a problem with being by yourself, you have a problem. Let me be very clear. Scientifically, we are a packed people. If you are comfortable being by yourself, that's more odd than not being comfortable being by yourself. Stop. Leave that alone. Hey, get your hands off my curtains. I told you gonna be playing on them. Okay? All right. So, I can be alone. I choose not to. Plus, who wants to be alone? Why be alone when I can be next to somebody, when I can have that companionship and connection? I prefer that. So being uncomfortable alone, would you say there's an issue with self-love? No, I would not. That's like saying people in solitary confinement have a problem with self-love. No, our ego is fed by other people, period. This is why people always speak on ego death. And I'm like, what do you mean, ego death? Ego death is not ego death. It's an altered state of consciousness. Ego death is not a good thing. If you suffer from ego death and then come back and that ego stays dead, you are no longer any good to the community or society. You understand what I'm saying? So this is a lot of what I call social media studies, social media professors, no disrespect, but people will take these ideas and looking at certain things and start speaking as if this is wise shit to say. I seen a guy the other day that said, no man is supposed to be ejaculating in a woman unless he's creating life. And I said, what initiation have you been through or teacher that you have had that taught you that? That's my new question. Because there's a lot of people saying what should be, what shouldn't be, this, that. And my thing is, okay, well, where did that come from? If you can't tell me where that came from. So this idea that if you have a problem being alone, you a narcissist. Like, that's the new word and shit, right? All these different words, and somebody heard somebody smart use a word and they gonna like, what that mean? And they said it, and they're like, all right, now I'm about to start using that word because I'm smart too, right? Yeah, that's how I feel about a lot of this. So understand that we are a packed people. We are meant to be around people. When a person finds listen, if we was living naturally, as y'all call it, the people who seldom find themselves outside of the community most likely will be killed and eaten. You know what I'm saying? The idea of let me get away from everybody else is usually a sign of sickly or about to die in nature. Look at all pack animals. So the ideology of I need to be by myself, people keep telling people this, and people keep putting themselves into solitary confinement under the guise that this is a spiritual practice. No, it's not. Now, if you're putting yourself in the dark room to activate the DMT, congratulations. I can understand that. I ain't gonna speak on that. But the idea that, oh, I need to learn to be alone, and you put yourself into solitary confinement in your own home, you driving yourself motherfucking crazy. Ego death for what? That's what keeps you safe. That's what gives you individualism. I love my ego. I keep it balanced. You know what I'm saying? I gotta practice humility, right? I gotta practice compassion, and I gotta make sure that I remain in integrity. But the idea that I need to be alone, no, I don't. No, I don't. No, I don't. The people that need to be alone are the predators. The people that need to be alone are the pedophiles. The people that need to be alone are the abusers of the women and children. Those are the people that need to be alone. What the fuck I need to be alone for? All the goddamn work I'm doing. That's what I'm saying. People try to give people other ideas of. I'm literally taking care of women and children in my community in multiple numbers, and I need to be alone. You got a problem being alone? I got a problem being alone. I got a problem with wasting resources. Will we put good food that can feed a village into a fridge for 3 weeks until it goes bad? Let me be of service to my people until I could be of service no more. Then you could put me somewhere by myself and let the animals eat off my flesh. Yeah, nah, we meant to be together, brother. We are a village people. We meant to be in a tribe, in a cult, in a group, in a gang, in an affiliation, whatever you want to call it. That's how we move. Or under the guise of it being a marker of success to have so much space. Well, I mean, that goes to into so let me just be clear. That conversation right there. This started off about poly. Now we're talking about that, and now we're going into people who, like, you talk about people who become rich and they buy themselves these acres of lands and these big houses and this and understand that some of these people came up without shit. Some of this is a trauma response. They came up without shit, and they want to ensure that they don't experience that again. Please leave us to our traumatic responses if they're successful. Okay? Yeah. I got multiple of everything. Multiple homes, multiple women, multiple sources of income, multiple businesses. So when I become successful, well, hold on. No, I'm already successful, part of myself. When I become wealthy, please don't look at me in a negative manner because I've went and gathered all of these things, because I've spent time without all of these things, and I want to ensure that my family does not spend time without all of these things. These things are not just for me. They for my family. They for my women. They for my children. I got people who are my children that I'm not even with their mothers anymore. Understand that when you the type of dude that we talking about, it's not just me. There's other men out here like this, and they might not all be polygynous. Yes, love. Of course you can. There's 2 boxes already in there getting cold for y'all. When we hold it down like that, we have these relationships with these people in the communities, and this is what you want. We have these relationships with these youth. When they struggling and they having a hard time, instead of crashing out, they come talk to us. You think they're going to talking to the other people y'all supporting? I don't think so. And I'm not knocking them, but I'm just keeping it 100. You ain't doing shit right now that I ain't did. You running around motherfucking with a gun, goddamn trying to hold down some shit that you feel like is righteous because of how you was raised. It was the same shit with me in the military. And you know what? I was still fucking scared. I don't give a fuck what I did and how I faced it. Sometimes we face shit like that because we like, let's get it over with. Sometimes we run into shit with that type of mindset because we're saying to ourselves, if I die, I don't want the story to show that I was a coward, so I got to go into it like this. I was scared to the motherfucker, but I survived. And now I got stories that when I tell them, I sound like a dope ass, real gangster, real motherfucking courageous, real about his motherfucking people and protection and all of that because I approached it like that. These little crash out artists, all they doing is practicing to be the individuals that hold us down when shit gets stupid, because it's about to get stupid. Pay attention. I ain't saying this right. I'm just saying what's going on and how people are responding are based off of where they come from and what they're going through. So those people who become successful and they go get a bunch of shit, let them get that shit. They spend time without. They spend time without. And they know who and how to serve the community now. They know who to really go give back to. They know where to really go open, what to really open, what type of center. Ain't nobody finna play at that shit. Y'all did that shit for the TV. I'm gonna open this up because when I was going through, this is what I would have did. And this is the type of place that I would have really been at. Because they really doing the same shit that I do, but they also do shit that I don't do, that I need to get to. This is why I can reach a lot of people that a lot of y'all can't. Because I cuss and I smoke weed and I talk shit. This is why I be on the motherfucking tubes and on the screens in the hood. I'm known in the hood like the dope man's phone number. Roll anything that I can throw some 24s under. Shout out to my Nick Tip. You feel me? So I'm just saying, like, I'm from there. And just because I've went through my spiritual growth and development, my spiritual awakening, just because I've ended up on TV and made money and on stages and got homes and all this different shit, don't mean that I ain't go through the same shit. And I ain't got to act like I did. It don't mean that I ain't the same person. I ain't got to act like I'm not. It don't mean that I don't hold the same values. I don't have to act like I don't. You know what I'm saying? Yo, I know it's a lot of crowd, a lot of I need a charger right here. Community that don't fuck with me just off the strength of how I present myself. And that's all right because there's just as many in the community that fuck with me because of how I present myself. You know what I'm saying? And I would rather move with the people of integrity that actually are looking for change than I would, the people that just want to hold a facade or look a certain way or carry a certain. I ain't trying to look like no tribal chief. I ain't trying to look like no ancient medicine man from the tribe of Zimbabwe. I ain't trying to look like no ayahuasca. I ain't trying to emulate none of that because who I am is dope than a motherfucker. It's as dope as all of that shit because I'm all of those, but I don't have to try to look like them. I am them. So when you look at me, I look like one. I am the new age ayahuasca server. I am the new age medicine man. How am I the new age? How am I the new age? But we was the original. But they telling me there ain't no people that look like us in this community doing these works. Yep. So that's what I'm saying. I don't have to change myself to look like nothing. And those who feel like I do, those not the people who are looking for what we really do. I'm not here for a costume party. I'm here to heal. I'm not here to wear all white and carry candles and act like I'm some type of holy motherfucker because I'm not. I'm not. I'm spiritual. I am not holy. Holy means not mixed, diluted, or tampered with. So everybody out here walking like they holy, they fake. Because all y'all mixed, diluted, and tampered with, shit. We the goddamn, what they call it, scarred, what is the scarred healers or the something healers? Like, because we healed ourselves first. Because we went through it. We was abused. We was violated. We was torn apart. We was put in a place we shouldn't have been. We was treated ways we shouldn't have been. We went through the traumas, and we had to figure out how to get ourselves out them holes. Because all they told us was to go to church. If they ain't tell us to go to church, and they say, here, just drink this. Here, just smoke this. Here, just use this. Get the fuck out of here. Wounded healer. Thank you, Cora. Yeah, wounded healers. Most of us is wounded healers. Most of us ain't come from the lineage. I ain't come from no lineages of shamans. I came from the lineages of magicians and powerful motherfuckers. Now that's for sure. But I ain't come from no lineage of shamans. They didn't tap into spirit. They tapped out. They did anything and anything to get out of it, to not feel it. Sex, drugs, violence, drinking, religion, anything to not feel it, to not hear it. So we didn't have that. So we had to figure out how to heal ourselves. And as we went on in life and we read shit and we studied shit and we listened to different people who told us to go places that didn't work, and we get outside and we be like, fuck, and we stand next to somebody else like, oh, you was over here looking for that shit too? Yeah, man, I noticed that bullshit. Somebody told me about this. I might as well go look at it. What's that? Oh, this shit. And then we went somewhere else. And then we just went through and we learned so much shit. And we learned what was the bullshit and we learned what was the real shit because we've been through it all. And then when we found something that we embraced, that we loved, and we was passionate about, we jumped in that shit. And a lot of us been in that shit 20, 30 years. And so now we know how to do it. I look up to you, bro, but I don't want multiple wives. I'm right behind or beside you, brother. Hey, you don't look up to me, brethren. You look over at me, brethren. You look over at me, brethren. You look over at me. You can't look up to me because I ain't up there, man. You look over at me. I'm talking about, bro, I'm still on the battlefield. I'm still in the trenches. I'm still in the hood. I'm still where it's at, man. Understand that. All the shit you see, every time I leave, I come back. I'm trying to stop coming back. I ain't gonna lie to you. I'm trying to stop, but I do. I keep coming back. And I'm on my way out again. But I'm comfortable because I can be me here. See what I'm saying? I can be me, right? So come on with me, y'all. Come with me so I can be me where I'm at. Wherever I'm at, come with me. I don't want nobody looking up to me. I want y'all to look over at me. I want y'all to look over at me. I want y'all to look over at me on the private jets. I want y'all to look over at me on the cruise. I want y'all to look over at me while we lay back on the beach. And I want y'all to look over at me while we doing the works. While we doing the works. Look over at me, man. Work with me. Let's be a beacon for these youth. I'm still connecting with them when I get a chance. I'm still talking that fly shit. I'm still letting them know. I'm still trying to guide them right. Sometimes all it takes is one, because that's all it took for me. Word is bond. All it took for me, one. It was one OG who held me down and said some shit to me. I sat in the basement with my notepad and pen. Huh?
I like you.
You like my what?
I like you.
You like my room? Oh, thank you. You know what I'm saying? And after that, he gave me a book. And literally, man, that shit changed my life. Shit, I still got the book. I was 16, 17 years old. You know what I'm saying? Headed for destruction. The slavery, the African-American psychic trauma. This changed my life. This book, I read it and it called me out. It called me out. Slavery, the African-American psychic trauma. If you could get this into the hands of any youth, just one, then you could create a nigga like me. You know what I'm saying? You can help guide that. That's what we out here to do. You know what I'm saying? Because they showing that they ready. That's all they doing. They trying to show us they ready. It's time for us to be like, oh, pump your brakes. First of all, that ain't how you show it. Second of all, let's get some guidance to what you're doing. Let's get some self-discipline. They out here and they begging for it. You know what I'm saying? So Chief, man, we out here doing the works together, brethren. You know, but I just wanted to kick it with y'all. Damn, hour and 33 minutes. Damn, another full-length feature film. You know what I'm saying? Damn, share this video, y'all. Yo, I'm about to get up out of here. About to get to my 1-2 thing. I love y'all. Tell somebody you love them in the language that they can understand it in. Peace.